Good morning. This is Alexis Parker sitting in with Giovanni Gallucci and Chloe Dawn, and this is the Daily Trend Report.
Morning, Alexis.
Walked Ruby before sunup, and the light out here was doing that thing again. Coffee's finally catching up to me.
Morning, both. I'm running on a Frama cold brew in pure spite, so let's go.
Today, how AI search decides who gets found, a clean label brand that finally got a receipt, and the July 4 content most brands are about to get wrong.
So, the one I couldn't scroll past. Google's AI mode is now putting recipe links at the top of the answer, with the creator's name, the star rating, and the ingredient count, right there in a carousel. Eddie flagged it. Travis had it too.
Which is a full reversal. For 3 years, the machine ate the click and left the cook with nothing. Now it's putting the name back on the plate.
And there's a second half to it. Somebody at Search Engine Journal read the actual network traffic behind the big answer engine instead of guessing at it. What'd it show, Gio?
That the model leans on crawlable facts, third-party validation, and real search triggers. Not the GEO magic beans people are selling panicked marketers right now.
Define crawlable for the person who doesn't speak nerd.
A plain page a machine can read. Real text, not a picture of text, with the fact stated once, cleanly. Half of small brand sites hide the good part inside an image the engine can't see. Fix that and you're already ahead of most of your category.
So the whole optimize for the AI cottage industry that popped up overnight.
Mostly snake oil. The teardown says, substance wins. Structure a clean, true fact with your name on it, and the answer engine can lift it straight into the response. Stuff a page full of keywords and Google still rewrites your description out of spite.
It rewards the exact thing it spent 3 years burying.
Right. The small operator who actually knows the recipe, who actually has the number, finally has the edge back. The trick was never the trick. It was being the source worth quoting.
And it names you now. That's the part that lands for a little brand. You stop being an anonymous blue link and start being the name inside the answer.
And it's bigger than food. Eddie had another one. The biggest AI chat app just said its audience went majority non-English, fastest growth in Africa and Asia. So the AI reader speaks English first is already wrong.
Which matters if you sell to anybody bilingual.
It matters a lot. If your buyer speaks 2 languages, the discovery layer already speaks both. Machine-translated filler won't get you cited. Real content in their first language will.
The through line is the same one you always land on. Be worth quoting.
The algorithm's a tool. Being the source worth quoting is the goal. 3 things you can actually do with that today. 1. Take your single best piece, a real recipe, a real spec, a real number, and mark it up clean so an answer engine can lift it with your name attached. Skip the tricks.
2. Get somebody else to say your number for you. The model trusts third-party validation, so one honest press mention or one creator citing you outweighs a week of you citing yourself.
3. Publish the plain words version people actually type, with real ratings on it. And if your buyers speak 2 languages, post in both, because the answer layer already went non-English. So mine this morning. Amy's Kitchen just earned a non-UPF verified mark on 37 products, and their CEO went on the record about it today. Kendall pulled it. Jamie had it too.
Say what the mark actually is, because this one's different from the transparency stuff we've been talking about all week.
It's a third-party standard from the Non-GMO Project, and it grades 2 things: the ingredients and how the food is actually made. Not just what's in it, how it got made.
That second half is the whole story. Ultra-processed has quietly become the word shoppers use for, I don't trust you. And until now, there was no clean way to prove you're not that.
So it's a receipt.
It's a receipt. And here's why it favors the little guy. A giant can reformulate a chip to drop the artificial dye and slap it on the front of the bag, but the base is still the same ultra-processed engine underneath. A mark that judges how it's made is one they can't buy their way past overnight.
That's the part that makes me nervous, though. A seal with no story is just a sticker. I've watched brands earn a badge, print it, and do nothing with it.
That's exactly right, and it's the mistake to avoid. The certification is the proof. It isn't the content. The brand that wins here explains what not ultra-processed actually means. in plain human language, and then shows it.
And Amy said they're submitting the rest of the line, so this isn't a one-off badge for a press release.
Which is the tell that they mean it. 37 products already, across pizza, soup, chili, beans, veggie burgers. That's the everyday cart, not a hero SKU they built for the announcement.
And you know the big food answer is coming. Somebody's going to pull the artificial dye out of a chip, put no artificial colors on the front, and act like they joined the club.
While the seed oil, ultra-processed base underneath never moved an inch. That's the reformulation theater. This mark is the thing that exposes it, because it looks at the process, not just the front-of-pack promise.
So the little brand's job is to make sure people understand what the seal is checking.
That's the entire opening. Kendall also had the backdrop. Something like 30% of new food and beverage launches now carry a clean label claim. So clean isn't the upsell anymore, it's the baseline.
Which means the word clean is basically worn out.
Worn out and unregulated. That's why the third-party mark matters. When everybody says clean, the brand with an outside referee saying it for them is the one that gets believed. Real food, real people, real proof. Here's what to do with all of that.
1. Don't just print the seal. Shoot 30 seconds of you, product in hand, saying what not ultra-processed means like a person, not a press release. The mark earns the trust. The video earns the follow.
2. Film the kitchen, not just the label. The standard grades how it's made, so show how it's made. A reformulated line can't shoot that footage honestly, and your audience feels the difference.
3. Start a Read the Label With Me post now and own what the words mean. When big food buys its way to a look-alike sticker, your people already trust your definition of it.
So this is the one I'd sit with today because it's timely. It's July 2nd. The 4th is the whole content opportunity this week, and most brands are about to blow it the exact same way.
The flag on a product photo post.
The flag on the product photo, 20% off, happy 4th. Nobody shares that. Nobody remembers it. Now look at what actually works. KFC put Johnny Knoxville in a keep your fingers fireworks safety bit. He's ignoring his own advice, lighting an oversized rocket, and the whole thing ties straight back to finger licking. Eddie caught it.
It's dumb, and I already want to send it to 3 people.
And that reaction right there is the mechanic. It hijacks a real thing people are actually doing on the 4th, fireworks, and hangs a brand native joke on it. It's engineered for the comment section, not the coupon.
The other winners this week ran the same play from the other direction. Tylenol had Mia Hamm and Emma Sears ask fans to share their own comeback stories. Amazon put the actual delivery drivers into the show as characters.
They handed the mic to real people instead of talking at them. That's the whole through line. Borrow the behavior, or borrow the person. Just don't run the brochure.
Because asking somebody to tell their story is cheaper and stickier than you telling yours at them all week.
Every time. And notice none of these are big budget. The Knoxville bit is one location and a face built for chaos. The Tylenol thing is a prompt. Small operators can run either of those this weekend.
There's a proof point for the cheap and sharp version too. Emerald Nuts ran a dumb little ballpark musical bit, one singer nailing the 7th inning song, the other one butchering it, and cut it down for TikTok.
And it moved real numbers. 11% engagement lift with millennials, 30% more new-to-brand buyers, off one memorable gag they carried everywhere. That's the case for fewer, sharper swings instead of spraying a safe version across 10 channels.
One good joke beats 5 polite posts.
Every day of the week, the giants can outspend you. They can't outspecific you. A weird, exact, genuinely funny idea is the one thing a committee can't approve fast enough to copy.
The catch is timing, though. Post the fireworks joke on the 5th, and it's dead.
Dead on arrival. That's the discipline. Native to the platform and dropped into the window while people are still in the mood. A great bit posted a day late is just a good bit nobody sees. Every post is an audition. The brands that win the 4th this week are auditioning as a neighbor, not a billboard. 3 moves before we close. 1. Jack the behavior, not the holiday. Post into what people are doing on the 4th, the cookout, the drive, the fireworks, with your own brand's voice on it, not a flag on a can.
2. Hand the mic. Ask your audience for the cookout fail or the road trip playlist, then reshare what they send you in their own words. A prompt that pulls real stories beats a polished spot you paid for.
3. Cut it for the platform and drop it in the window. The Knoxville bit works because it's native and it's timed. Make the version that belongs where you're posting it, and put it up before the 4th, not the day after.
That's the show. If you build a clean label brand or you're an operator trying to show up in this new AI discovery layer, that's the work I do. Gallucci.net runs organic social strategy and content, so you become the name the answer engine quotes and the neighbor your audience actually follows. Find me at gallucci.net or DM at gallucci.net on Instagram or LinkedIn. Talk tomorrow.